Welcome to the United States Division Championship game between the Palm Springs Chill and the Washington Blue Sox. Whoever wins this game will have a date in the championship game with the Manitoba North Stars. First pitch from Kristen Zellner, outside, ball one. James Cross leading things off for Washington. Michael Bucchino, Mitch Morales will bat next. Inside fastball. 2 balls and no strikes. The cleanup hitter is Alejandro Lara. Aaron Gex in the 5th spot. Batting 6th is Calvin Rucker. And 7, 8, and 9 is Malcolm Smith, Killian Blow, and Taylor Maldonado. The 2-0 is hit into center field on a line. A.J. Pollock waits for it. 1 up and 1 down for Zellner to start the game. I'm Joey Senna, and to my left is Jacob Kronberg. Thank you for joining us for the U.S. Division Championship game.
Zellner's been a staple of the Palm Springs pitching staff this year. This is going to be his 6th start. And coming off an outing where he went the distance, a full 7 innings and a W.
Michael Bucchino swings at the first pitch. It's a grounder to the shortstop, Thompson, who has to throw over quickly to get the speeding Bucchino. A great dig from Paul Murrow at first base to secure the out on the receiving end.
Thompson needed to charge that and just had enough time, but a pick and a throw basically in one swift motion to get a guy who runs like Michael Bucchino, and then Paul Murrow saving the day.
We saw in the Canadian Division Championship game, Manitoba went out to an early 3-0 lead in the first inning, and they never looked back. Great job from Christian Zellner to retire the first 2 batters that he's faced in this game. So with 2 away, the number 3 hitter, Mitch Morales, digs in from the right side. Righty-on-righty matchup against Christian Zellner, who's working on the first base side of the rubber. From the windup, kicks and flicks, the 0-1 is lifted into center field, shallow center field. It's a second baseman, Yun-Woo Kim, who makes the play. And a quick 1-2-3 inning. We head to the home half of the first, scoreless. Javier Lopez gets to work for the Washington Blue Sox, looking to replicate what his counterpart Christian Zellner did, and that was a 1-2-3 first inning. He'll be facing J.T. Reed out of the leadoff spot. Cale Thompson bats second. Jake Rybarski in the 3 spot, and batting cleanup is Jeffrey Pellegrino. The 5 and 6 hitters are Aaron Cook, Jacob Vanderwall, and the lineup rounds out 7, 8, and 9 with Hyun-Woo Kim, A.J. Pollock, and Paul Murrow. Javier Lopez works from the first base side of the rubber, exclusively from the stretch. First pitch in, swung on by J.T. Reed and lifted into left center field. Killian Blow catches it on the run. 1 pitch and 1 out for Javi Lopez.
That ball with a lot of drift to it into the gap looked like a simpler play for Bloat off the bat, but that's the pattern the wind's been blowing right to left, and even when the flags aren't streaming as strong, there is some wind pattern in that direction. So I think at points we'll see guys starting to shift toward that gap.
Brings up Cale Thompson, who hits from the left side, righty on lefty matchup. Takes outside for ball one. This is what the defense looks like behind Lopez. On the left side of the infield, Lara at the hot corner, Bucchino in the 6-hole. And on the right side, Morales playing second, Rucker the first baseman. The 1-0 is hit to Bucchino, the shortstop, who knocks it down and airmails the throw over the head of Calvin Rucker at first base. That'll be an E6 that Cale Thompson reaches on. Now Javier Lopez looking to work around the air with one on and one away.
Bucchino just sped himself up a little too much after he made a tremendous stop on the backhand. That was something that he was working on with Jimmy Johnson on the practice day Wednesday before the playoffs started, attacking that backhand. The slight bobble, the ball stayed right at the end of his glove and then rushed the throw over.
Well, I took you through the Blue Sox defense in the infield. Behind the plate is Taylor Maldonado. We've seen him in the squat the majority of the season for Washington. And out in the outfield, Smith is in left. Bloat, that we've already seen make a play, is in center, and Aaron Gex in right. The ball's finding Killian Bloat today as he drifts over to his right and makes the catch in left center field. Two away now for Javier Lopez, unable to get the 1-2-3 inning, but he's trying to retire 3 out of 4 after Cale Thompson reached on an error. No hits allowed.
Look, Javi's getting outs at the moment, but all 3 of those baseballs have been hit relatively well off the bat.
Lopez throws home, misses his target. Maldonado was set up on the outer half of the plate, but that rides in for ball one against the cleanup man, the left fielder, Jeffrey Pellegrino, who has been a hero for Palm Springs Chill throughout the regular season.
He had the big walk-off 3-run double against the Power in the regular season. He is the top RBI guy on this team.
1-0 is fouled and trickled on the left side of the infield. 1 ball and 1 strike.
I mentioned briefly before that things have been hit hard off Lopez early, but both defenses are going to have to be on their toes today. We've got a couple of starting pitchers in Javier Lopez and Christian Zellner who are simply strike throwers, to say the least. They don't walk many. They strike out somewhere around a bat or an inning, but these defenses are going to be involved in how this game turns out.
Already seeing an error from Michael Bucchino, the shortstop for the Blue Sox. Lopez looking to work around that. A line drive into right field off the bat of Jeffrey Pellegrino. A diving Aaron Gex is able to keep it in front of him, but he does not make the catch. So the Palm Springs Chill with an opportunity to get on the board in the home half of the first inning with runners on the corners for the catcher, Aaron Cook.
Nearly a spectacular play by Aaron Gex. A bit of a risky one at that as well. Coming in, the body going kind of away from the ball, just the left arm hanging out with the glove. And he's fortunate he got a piece of that and kept it in front of the short hop. Otherwise, the Chill would have a lead.
Aaron Cook steps in from the right side. Cook leads the Palm Springs Chill team in batting average. He's 11 for 25, and that's good for 440. Swings at the first pitch. Bucchino has another opportunity. He'll go the short way, underhands it to Mitch Morales, the second baseman. Javier Lopez able to work around a single and an error in the first inning. We head to the top of the second, 0-0. Christian Zellner gets back to work as he retired the side in order back in the first. So that brings up 4, 5, and 6 hitters for the Sox in Lara, Gex, and Rucker. 1-0 just outside. Lara is ahead of the count, 2-0. Lara is hitting .259. He's 7 for 27. He awaits the 2-0. Line drive to the right side as we have a fan get out of the way who's on his phone, but he was paying attention to where the ball was.
I think that might be one of our players from the first game. I think he's got the bat bag on his back.
Zellner works the 2-1 on the outside corner, strike 2. Zellner fell behind 2-0. He's right back in it. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Lara takes inside. First full count we've seen from Christian Zellner. Kicks and flicks the 3-2, and that's hit on the right side. Bending in foul territory. JT Reed unable to track it down, and we'll do it again.
Good spoil swing by Alejandro Lara, who is trying to be the first base runner to reach for the Blue Sox. It's a Washington team that underperformed in the regular season at points. A 4-11 record. They had lost 8 straight games at one point. But the way playoffs are everywhere, and especially in a tournament where everyone gets a chance, you get hot at the right time. You've been saying it all week, Joey.
Yep, we've seen Manitoba, the underdogs, win 3 straight games to make it to the championship game. The 3-2, right at the foul line in shallow right field. It's the second baseman, Hin-Woo Kim, who tracks it down. 4 up and 4 down for Christian Zellner to start this ball game.
We really may see a scenario where the 2 lowest seeds are going to face off in the championship. The North Stars the lowest seed, although record-wise they finished ahead of the Blue Sox. But with the divisions, those things split.
Brings up the number 5 hitter, Aaron Gex, who hits from the left side. He'll face Zellner for the first time and takes outside ball 1. The first inning went by so quickly because of Christian Zellner retiring the first 3 batters he faced relatively quickly. We'll take a look at the chill defense. Big swing and a miss from Gex. That'll even the count, 1 ball and 1 strike. On the left side of the infield, we have Jake Rybarski at the hot corner. Thompson playing short. And on the right side, we've seen Kim make a couple plays already. He's at second. Paul Murrow at first. Fastball outside, 2 balls and 1 strike. Catching for Christian Zellner is Aaron Cook. And out in the outfield, playing left is Pellegrino. We've seen Pollock make a play in center field. And then JT Reed plays right. Outside corner, strike 2. 2 balls and 2 strikes with 1 away here in the top of the second inning in the United States Division Championship game. 2-2. Gex comes away empty. First strikeout this afternoon from Christian Zellner.
You're going to get on average about 1 of those per inning from Zellner. Like aforementioned, a contact guy. He can put you away with that 2-strike pitch every once in a while. But a guy who works quickly, likes the pace of the game to move at his rhythm and get outs in a fast fashion.
Brings up Calvin Rucker, who swings at the first pitch, a ground ball to Thompson, the shortstop, who delivers a crisp throw to Paul Murrow. 6 up and 6 down as Christian Zellner cruises through the first 2 innings. We head to the home half of the second, 0-0. 6, 7, 8 hitters due up for the Palm Springs Chill. We are scoreless through an inning and a half. Javier Lopez gets back to work. Only one hit in this game, and that came off the bat of Jeffrey Pellegrino. First pitch inside and in the dirt from Javier Lopez. 1 ball and no strikes. The winner of this game will play in the championship game tomorrow against the Manitoba North Stars. 1-0 on the outside corner, strike 1.
There's not a hotter team right now than the North Stars. They've already won 3 playoff games, taking down the Rush, the Grizzly, and the Bombers.
1-1, big swing, and Vanderwall comes away empty. 1 ball and 2 strikes.
They beat every team on the Canadian side in the playoffs other than the A's, and have earned their spot in that championship game.
They surely have. They had belief in one another in that clubhouse, and all you need is a little bit of confidence and believing in one another, and there they are, finding themselves in the championship game tomorrow afternoon. 1-2, waved at and miss. It is a drop, 3rd strike. Maldonado will throw over to Rucker at first base. First strikeout recorded for Javi Lopez.
Yeah, and Lopez is looking for a cleaner inning than he saw in the first. Ailed by an error by Bucchino, and then the single. He worked out of trouble, but was getting hit relatively hard. So it's good to see him miss a barrel here to start.
Hin-Woo Kim will bat for the first time. He takes ball 1 from Javier Lopez. We've seen Kim play all over the infield. We've seen him at short, at second, like where he's at today, and we've also seen him at the hot corner at third. 1-0 is outside. Kim finds himself ahead 2-0. Adrian Ponce, our stat guy. Adrian and I were playing catch, and we were hitting fungo to Kim a couple days ago. Very nice guy, thanking us for our time, and he got some extra reps out there after everyone else left the ballpark already. Kim stayed back.
Yeah, he's always out there looking for that extra work.
Kim is walked to start the second innings, or a 1-out walk, that is, after the Vanderwall strikeout. So 1 on and 1 away for the center fielder, A.J. Pollock. We've seen A.J. Pollock make some unbelievable plays out there, being the captain in the outfield at the center field position. Kim bluffs a stolen base. He stays put at first as strike 1 is thrown to A.J. Pollock.
Yeah, Pollock really controls the outfield defensively, and the bat hasn't always been there. When he gets on, he's a good runner, and he just covers a ton of ground out there.
Lopez throws home on the 0-1, and that's through the 5-6 hole for A.J. Pollock, a 1-out single. And the Palm Springs Chill with another scoring opportunity here in the second.
It sounds like AJ's got the fans out today, or some of the family or friends in town.
The number 9 hitter, the first baseman, Paul Murrow, will step in with runners on first and second and 1 away. Kim is on second after the walk, and Pollock is on first after that single to left field. Lopez throws home, and the first pitch to Murrow is outside and low for ball 1.
Well, the Chill as a team have gotten hotter as the season's gone on. Murrow, after his scorching start, has slowed down a bit.
Kim runs to third. He'll make it in time. No throw from Maldonado behind home plate. A.J. Pollock stays put at first base for now.
Through Murrow's first 6 games, he was hitting .500 on the year, but since then, He's just 1 for his last 10. The average still at a more than respectable 318. But he'd love to get going in this semifinal.
Runners on the corners. The 2-0 finds the outside corner. 2 balls and 1 strike. Paul Murrows from Newport, California. The 20-year-old waits on the 2-1 from Lopez. Low and outside. 3 balls and 1 strike. It'll be interesting to see how long the leash is for both of these pitchers. Obviously, on the other side, Christian Zellner is carving through the lineup. But Javi Lopez running into trouble here in the second. Nobody in the bullpen yet for Washington. Win or go home game. That's outside. And now the bases are full with 1 away and the top of the lineup due up.
That's going to get something stirring. Both these teams should have rested bullpens. They've acquired a few guys due to postseason transactions as teams got eliminated. But the American Divisional Series was on Thursday. They had Friday off, unlike the Canadian teams. Manitoba's going to play 4 days in a row.
But if you're Manitoba, that may not be the worst thing in the world.
I
They're
don't
hot.
think those guys want a day off
No.
at all. So you got a bullpen for Jimmy Johnson. It has Jacob Roybal off a day rest after his 2 innings last time through. Michael Barker's out there now. Roger Motley says a couple of left-handers to kind of mix things up. Jacob Roybal is going to get up and start throwing. And then you've also got Dustin Orr in the pen. The only pitcher probably down is Trevor McGee, who went 5 as the starter and got the win on Thursday afternoon.
Reed's first time up, he lined out to bloat the center fielder. Big opportunity here in the bottom of the second. First pitch swinging. Morales doesn't play it cleanly. They're unable to get a single out as everyone advances. Station to station. The Palm Springs Chill take a 1-0 lead here in the bottom of the second, but they aren't done yet. Only 1 out.
Hard hit ball, and if Morales gets that cleanly, you got a chance at a double play. Reed, top 3 quickest getting down the line we've seen, especially out of the lefty box. And that speed puts a lot of pressure on you.
Cale Thompson now will bat with the bases loaded. He fouls that towards the left side, out of play. Lopez looking to work out of the jam here in the bottom of the second inning. 1 run across already on that error on Morales. Lopez looking to limit the damage and keep the Chill just at 1. 0-1. Curveball waved at and missed from Thompson, who's behind 0-2.
Cale Thompson wants that one back. That was like a UFO slider hanging up there.
Lopez looks in for the sign from Maldonado. 0-2. Slider inside for ball 1. One ball and 2 strikes. The bases loaded for the Palm Springs Chill. Looking to put up a crooked number here in the bottom of the second. 1 run across already. Only 2 hits. 1-2 is popped up right to Lopez, who will go home. 1 out and down to first for a double play. Exactly what the Blue Sox were searching for. 1, 2, 3 double play. As we head to the top of the third, 1-0 Palm Springs lead.
We roll into the top of the third inning at Palm Springs Stadium. And the Chill now working with a one-run lead in front 1-0 over the Washington Blue Sox. Jacob Kronberg and Joey Senna live on the California Winter League YouTube as Christian Zellner gets set to face the lower third of the Blue Sox order. First pitch curveball to Malcolm Smith is cued foul on the first base side for strike one. Zellner has faced the minimum over the first 2 innings, working quickly with that herky-jerky motion on the mound.
Zellner's been very sharp for Palm Springs through 2.
He begins his motion home, the 0-1. Misses low, count evens up at a ball and a strike. Yeah, the Forest Lake, Minnesota native, looking to piggyback his complete game effort last time out. 1-1, curveball low, but Smith couldn't hold up. Went around on the check swing attempt, says home plate umpire Steve Bartelstein. And Zellner ahead in the count, 1-2. The third baseman, Rybarski, even with the bag. Zellner kicks and goes. 1-2, rope to third, past the diving Rybarski and into left field. Pellegrino gets it in quickly, but a leadoff single for Malcolm Smith. And the Blue Sox have their first base runner of the game.
Well, Zellner's looking for a shutdown inning after his team gave him a 1-0 lead. But the Washington Blue Sox looking to even things or try to take the lead here.
Shutdown innings have been hard to come by with how electric some of these offenses have been. As Zellner works out of the stretch for the first time this afternoon and pours a fastball into the zone for strike one to Killian Bloat. Zellner, wide stance on the rubber, first base side, and the slide step fastball misses up, ball one.
Malcolm Smith only has 2 stolen bags on the season, but if a ball gets away from Cook, we'll surely see him head to second.
Zellner checks him over the front shoulder. 1-1, cut on and missed, strike two. Challenged him with a fastball up in the zone, did Christian Zellner. The Chill in front, 1-0. In a game where the winner advances to the CWL championship tomorrow at noon. Bell tie set. The 1-2 misses upstairs, and a 2-ball, 2-strike count out of Bloat. Right on right the matchup. Zellner slides home. Fastball misses up, and a full count now to Killian Bloat. Aaron Cook, the catcher, wanted that pitch. And a 3-2 upcoming. We'll see if JJ puts Smith in motion. Zellner checks that way. 3-2 runner doesn't go. It's up and in, and it hits Bloat on the hand. Kind of checked his swing as that pitch ran up and in and got him on the right hand. And Killian Bloat is shaken up. Our training staff out to check on him. As the hit by pitch puts 2 men on with nobody out, we will take a quick break. When we return, 2 on, no one out for the Blue Sox, trying to tie the game in the third. Welcome back to Palm Springs Stadium. Killian Bloat is going to remain in the game and run at first base after being hit in the hand by the Zellner fastball. So the first two have reached in the road third. It's a 1-0 Chill lead, but the Blue Sox threatening. Taylor Maldonado, the batter, the right-handed hitting catcher with a low crouched stance, goes after the first pitch and lines it into the netting for strike one. Maldonado hitting a .188 this year, but he has driven in 4 runs.
Great job by the Blue Sox. They go down 1-0, but they put pressure on Zellner and the Chill right away in the next frame.
0-1 to Zellner. Hits Taylor Maldonado, got him in the backside. A single and back-to-back hit by pitches load the bases for Washington, and Christian Zellner's in trouble.
Well, Jacob, I can't lie to you. I did not expect to see this out of Christian Zellner here in the third. He carved through the first 6 guys in the first couple innings, but ran into trouble with the number 7 hitter, Malcolm Smith, who started things off with a single.
Top of the order for Washington is James Cross. Takes a fastball in the zone for strike one. Cross flied out to center field to begin the ball game. Zellner out of the windup. 0-1 misses in. Smith off third, Bloat second, Maldonado first. As the corners play in, the middle infield pinches. 1-1. Chop down to first, glove by Murrow, goes to home for 1. Cook will hold on to it there. No easy play on an exchange back to first. There was a man covering, but it was in the same lane in which Paul Murrow gloved that ball. And instead of risking a miscommunication down there, they'll take the 4-set home for out number 1, and the bases remain loaded.
With that ball, you would like to see 2, but you're very happy with getting the lead runner out at home plate. A nice play by Cook to eat it and not force an error.
And the first pitch swinging is Bucchino, and he's behind 0-1.
It looked like with that swing, Bucchino was looking to take a 4-1 lead, swinging out of his shoes.
Another guy who will be extremely tough to double up if he hits a ball on the ground. Zellner's 0-1. Bounce to the left side, Rybarski under his glove, fielded at short by Thompson, and he puts it in his back pocket. Killian Bloat in to score on the infield single. And we're knotted up at 1 here in the road third.
Tough play there if you're the third baseman, Rybarski. He was hoping for the best, putting his glove out there, but it just got by him, and Kim had no play at all.
Bases remain loaded for the ever-dangerous Mitch Morales. Right on right the matchup. As Zellner works through the windup. First pitch breaking ball lifted out toward right field. Moving back, Reed. He'll circle under to make the catch. Tagging from third, Maldonado. Throw home is cut off. Maldonado scores. And it's a 2-1 Blue Sox lead. Washington in front for the first time today.
What a tremendous at-bat. Not trying to do too much. That's doing your job if you're Mitch Morales. In this situation, you need to take the lead. Just put in a ball out to the outfield. And that was an easy tag up for Taylor Maldonado from third base.
And in a first 2-inning scenario where Zellner cruised, he's hit a bit of a roadblock. First pitch curveball misses low to Alejandro Lara. Runners on the corners, 2 down, and Zellner needs to stop the bleeding here. His team down 2-1. Stepping a throw to first and diving in safely is Bucchino, who is very much a threat to run.
Yeah, if he runs, I wonder if we're going to see a throw from Aaron Cook behind the plate because there is 2 outs. So if they're able to get him, that ends the inning. But
Bucchino runs, line drive to short, past a diving Thompson and into left center field. It splits the gap and rolls toward the wall. 1 run in. Bucchino around third. He's going to score. Throw goes to the cutoff man, Thompson, as Lara's into second base, standing up with a 2-run double. And the Blue Sox explode for 4 runs in the third inning and are in front 4-1 over the Palm Springs Chill.
What a response by the Blue Sox. They are trailing 1-0 entering this inning. They got the leadoff man, their number 7 hitter, Malcolm Smith, on. A couple guys were hit by a pitch, and then the top of the lineup taking advantage with the bases loaded and guys on, doing an outstanding job, now putting up 4 runs in the frame.
Aaron Gex looks to continue the upward trend for Washington as he takes a hefty cut and whiffs at a fastball. 4 strike 1. 8th man to bat in the inning for Washington, who have put up 4 runs and are now lead by 3. Zellner looking to bear down as he works from the far first base side of the rubber. Hands held below the belt. The 0-1 on the inside corner with a breaking ball, called strike 2. Right on left the matchup, and Zellner ahead in the count. No balls and 2 strikes. A check to Bucchino. The 0-2 home. Swung on and missed, strike 3. Got him with the curveball, and Zellner finally gets out of the 3rd inning, but not before the Blue Sox jump on Zellner for 4 runs. The big hit, a 2-run double by Alejandro Lara, and it's Blue Sox 4. Chill 1 as we go to the home 3rd on the CWL YouTube. All of a sudden, it's a 4-1 lead for the Washington Blue Sox over the Palm Springs Chill as we begin the home 3rd. Javier Lopez out of the stretch, and his first pitch to Jake Rybarski is bounced foul for strike 1. Alongside Joey Senna, I'm Jacob Kronberg, bringing you the United States Division Finals at the CWL playoffs between the Blue Sox and the Chill. The winner faces the Manitoba North Stars tomorrow. 0-1 curveball misses away to Rybarski. That evens up the count at a ball and a strike.
Rybarski's from the Chicago area, and we were talking to him a couple weeks ago, and he's like, I love looking at the mountains here in Palm Springs.
1-1 misses low. Yeah, Jake, one of the nicest guys you'll find around.
We've had a chance to interact with him multiple times. We've seen him out at Village Fest a few times in downtown Palm Springs. They have a really nice street fair on Thursday evenings, and the CWL has a booth there.
2-1, Rybarski bounces it to the left side. Backhanded Bucchino. Jeter throw from the hole. Goes high and over the head of Rucker. It's going to be an infield single as Rybarski would have beat it either way.
We cannot go without mentioning how big of a play it was for Taylor Maldonado to go and back that throw up. He knew it was going to be kind of a crazier throw because Bucchino was going so far into the hole and moving to his right, throwing to his left. An outstanding play by Maldonado to hustle over there and back that play up, keeping Rybarski at first base.
Yeah, and in a scenario where the little things are going to matter when it's a one-game elimination, those types of things are really important. We also saw with Bucchino in the hole, going after that throw as well was the second baseman Morales. That left second base unoccupied. The left fielder, Malcolm Smith, sprinted into cover.
And things like that help you win a ball game, but they don't get put in the stat sheets. You don't see that in the box score, but that wins you games when you do all those little things right. They stack up on each other, and that's how you win big games like this one.
That's how you build a championship team, and that's what the Blue Sox are hoping to be, leading 4-1 here in the early innings. 1 on, nobody out. Jeffrey Pellegrino, the batter, as he takes a fastball low, ball 1. Corners guard the lines. Middle infield pinches in the outfield straight away and deep against the strong right-handed hitting Pellegrino. Lopez with a letter high set. His 1-0. Off the plate away. Maldonado thought about a snap throw on Rybarski, but held on to it. Can't miss Jake when he's on the bases. He's got the red sliding glove on his right hand and a neon yellow batting glove on the left. 2-0 from Lopez. Changeup on the inner half, called for strike 1.
Yeah, if you're Javier Lopez up 3 runs, you can't afford to issue any more free passes. He walked Kim with 1 out in the second inning, and he came across to score.
Pellegrino already 1 for 1. 2-1 pitch in the dirt, smothered by Maldonado as the count moves to 3-1. With the single in the first inning, Pellegrino extended his hit streak to 5 games. And over the previous 4, he has scored 6 runs. So when he reaches, generally a good sign for the Chill. Rybarski adds to his lead. Lopez, the 3-1. Drilled foul on the left side. Into the bleachers it goes, and the count works full.
Great atmosphere at the ballpark today. Both the Canadian Division Championship and the American Division Championship taking place today. I can't imagine how it's going to be tomorrow during the championship game.
Payoff pitch, Rybarski goes, and the breaking ball misses down and out for ball 4. A single and a walk begins the inning for the Chill as they play from behind, down 4-1.
Yeah, walks are going to cut Javier Lopez's day. That's going to cut his day down, his outing. You can't afford to walk guys here in this big situation. Already his 3rd walk this afternoon, not even through 3 innings.
And that's never been a part of Lopez's game, just 2 walks in 19 2/3 innings entering. And now he finds the zone. First pitch, change up to Aaron Cook for strike 1. Two on, nobody out for Cook in this right-on-right matchup. Lopez from the first base side of the rubber delivers. And it's swung on and missed for strike 2.
Great pitch from Lopez, pulling the string. Cook was expecting a fastball in that situation, way ahead of that.
Lopez, as you said, way ahead, 0-2 as he holds the red mitt up against his chest, peering in for the sign. Agrees on it with Maldonado, now sets at the belt. Checks Rybarski twice. His 0-2 pitch. Hit out to short. Bucchino has it. Tosses to second for 1. Morales over to first. In-time double play. 2 for the price of 1. And Lopez now a chance to get out of the inning unscathed with the man on third and 2 down.
On that ground ball, it looks like Bucchino, the shortstop, had a tough time getting that ball out of his mitt, but still able to get the double play in time. A nice hard bullet throw from Morales, the second baseman.
It's a 4-1 lead for the Blue Sox, and where Zellner couldn't put a shutdown inning up, Lopez a chance to now. As he faces Jacob Vanderwall, who yanks the first pitch foul toward the Washington bullpen where Jacob Roybal is throwing. Vanderwall struck out last inning. Patch from the left side with an open stance does the former Windy City Thunderbolt of the Frontier League. 0-1 from Lopez. Pulled on the ground to the right side. Gobbled up by Rucker. He'll signal off Lopez, take it to the bag himself, and that ends the 3rd. The first 2 men reach, but a double play ball helps keep Javier Lopez out of trouble, and we're through 3 full. 4-1. Washington leads on the CWL YouTube. Calvin Rucker leads off the road fourth for Washington as the Blue Sox look to extend their now 4-1 lead over the Chill. Christian Zellner out of the windup misses away with a breaking ball for ball one. Zellner spotless over the first 2 innings. Not so much in the third. Gave up 4 runs on a handful of hits as his curveball misses low for ball 2.
I'm going to quote Rafiki from The Lion King. It doesn't matter. It's in the past. He's looking to rebound here in the fourth.
Rucker bounces one to third, backhanded to Rybarski. Long throw across the diamond, low and handled by Murrow for out number 1. And Paul Murrow, who he's more known for the bat than the glove, has played a really solid first base today.
Fielding wise, he's one of the best first basemen we have in the CWL. He's shown that all season long, and especially here in a big playoff game for Palm Springs defense.
He had a really nice pick over at first earlier as Malcolm Smith digs in and swings over a curveball for strike 1. So a lot of breaking balls out of the right paw of Christian Zellner here in the fourth, with his team trailing 4-1. Zellner out of the full windup, kicks and goes, and the breaking ball lifted foul.
Malcolm Smith hit his bat on the dirt. He was upset with himself after fouling that pitch off. That was one that he wanted to drive.
Caught a lot of plate, but Zellner now ahead 0-2. Zellner rocks and rolls and misses outside with the fastball. 1-2 now to Smith. It was the catalyst to the 4-run third inning with a leadoff single. 1-2, pulled foul on the ground as Smith stays alive. One and two the count to Smith in the right-on-right matchup. Zellner's breaking ball lifted foul once again, and Christian Zellner continues to favor that curveball.
Good at bat that Malcolm Smith is putting together. Looks like he's on these pitches from Christian Zellner.
Pollock, the center fielder, shaded toward right. Guarding the line is Reed. Another 1-2. Hit down that right field line. Reed drifting over, and he makes the catch. Then glides into foul territory. Out number 2 as the defense had Smith played perfectly.
Second line drive that JT Reed has had to chase down. Excellent job there.
Brings up Killian Bloat with 2 down and the base is empty. A 4-1 ball game in favor of Washington. Bloat hit on the hand with a fastball last time through. We'll see if that affects him at the dish this time around.
We see A.J. Pollock now shade to more traditional center field.
First pitch from Zellner. Fastball misses up, ball 1. The wind is blowing right to left, although JT Reed continues to hug that right field line. It is Triple's way down there. 1-0 fastball in the upper crust of the zone, called a strike.
Now we see Pollock go back to where he was, almost in right center field in a 1-1 count.
Zellner working quickly. Bloat drives one deep to left field. Pellegrino going back. Turns and sprints at the track. He looks up. It's gone. I guess that right hand's feeling just all right. A solo home run off the bat of Killian Bloat. His first of the season. And it extends the Blue Sox lead to 5-1.
Killian Bloat got every stitch on that as he is yelling and boosting up his Blue Sox team, saying keep the energy, let's keep pushing on the gas pedal.
Hits a home run, then plays Energizer Bunny on his way to the dugout. A 4-run lead for the Washington Blue Sox. They took down the number 1 seed in the U.S. division, the Oregon Lumberjacks, 2 days ago. Trying to knock off the 2 seed now. As Zellner's breaking ball finds the upper portion of the zone. To Taylor Maldonado for strike one. Oh, 1 offering. Lifted down the line and right, JT Reed moving over. Now puts on the Jets and makes the catch, reaching down in foul territory for out number 3. But the big blow off the bat of Killian Bloat, a solo shot to right, has Washington in front 5-1. We're halfway home. Chill coming up to bat after this. A 5-1 lead for the Blue Sox as we begin the home third. And Jimmy Johnson makes his first move to the pen. He brings in the right-hander Jacob Roybal, who misses low with a fastball to Hyunwoo Kim. 5-1, Sox in front, home fourth as Kim drives one to center field. Bloat playing deep, still trotting back a few steps in front of the warning track, and he makes the catch on a long out number 1.
Kim just got under that to dead center field where it's deep out there, 400 feet, right in front of the flagpole.
I have not seen a home run over the center field fence, and I don't expect we will, as A.J. Pollock bats with 1 out and nobody on against Roybal, who is split time between starter, reliever, and center fielder this year as he spikes a breaking ball. 4-1. 7th appearance for Roybal. He's got a 3 flat earned run average. Strikes out about a batter an inning. We're coming off a really good 2-inning shutout performance in the win over the Jacks Thursday. 1-0 to Pollock, fouled back into the netting for strike 1. He's far from shabby as a hitter as well. Hit .412 this year. So don't be surprised if you see him pitch today, and if they win, he's in the lineup tomorrow. Roybal out of the windup, 1-1. Slider in the dirt, ball 2. Roybal from Littleton, Colorado. From the third base side of the rubber he goes, the 2-1 golfed foul. The count evens up at 2-2 to Pollock.
Royball's had a great year for the Blue Sox in whatever role they put him in, whether that be to start, come in as a reliever, or like as Jacob was just mentioning, as an outfielder and a great hitter.
Time called at home plate. Royball's been one of the consistent performers for the Blue Sox this year, who lead 5-1. Infield and outfield straight away against Pollock, who singled back in the second. 2-2. Fastball misses low and a full count now to Pollock.
A solid outing from Lopez. He went 3 innings, just giving up the 1 run. He worked around some trouble and was able to get out of it. His team leads 5-1 as he exits.
Royball out of the windup, the payoff pitch. Low ball 4. Pollock discards the shin guard and trots down to first, where he's aboard with 1 out for Paul Murrow, and Pollock a lot of speed over at first. Washington has caught some breaks. I mean, their offense has performed, but pitching-wise, just the 1 run allowed when they've now walked 4 batters is an uncommon sight to see. Throw over to first, Pollock in safely.
I would expect A.J. Pollock to steal a bag at some point during this at-bat. He has 8 stolen bases this season.
Royball from the third base side of the rubber, another throw over, and Pollock dives in safely.
A.J. Pollock was wearing a white jersey.
First pitch on the way to Murrow, misses up and in, ball 1. Yeah, now a lot of streaks of brown on the front of that jersey from a couple of dives on the dirt. Rucker holds it on as the middle infield pinches. Royball a belt tie set. Pollock runs. Fastball hit through the vacated hole on the right side into right field. And it's under the glove of a charging Gex. Pollock never stopped going. He's going to score. Murrow now around second. Throw cut off. Buchino's exchange to third is high and over the head of everybody. Murrow now without the helmet, breaking for home. Murrow's going to score standing up. The hit and run to perfection, and somehow results in a Little League 2-run homer. There'll be errors on Gex and Buchino on the play. And the Chill cut the deficit in half. Now trailing 5-3.
You never know what to expect when you come out to the ballpark. Great base running from Paul Murrow, who ends up scoring on a single.
The Blue Sox now in front by just 2 as JT Reed pops a bunt up foul. The Chill would have been thrilled if that ball was just fielded cleanly and right and they had first and third. That was your best expectation of a hit and run, as he slapped it right where Morales was before the cover to second. A 1 slider picks off the outside corner for a called strike 2.
That ball hit by Paul Murrow was 97 miles an hour off the bat. A bullet into right center.
And a misplay and an overthrow lets him score on it. 0-2 to Reed. Popped up left side of the infield. Buchino shading the sun with his glove. Takes 2 steps in and makes the catch for out number 2. A 5-3 lead for the Blue Sox.
You know how that little rally started for the Chill? It was a 1-out walk issued to A.J. Pollock.
2 of the 3 runs the Chill have reached base via the walk, as Royball finds the zone with a fastball to Cale Thompson for strike 1.
In these big games, you just can't issue free passes if you're the pitcher.
Royball's 0-1. Up the shoot, snagged by Royball. pure reaction as Jacob Roybal, in protection, takes away a hit from Cale Thompson. That puts an end to the fourth inning. Chill tacked on 2 to cut the deficit in half. It's 5-3, Washington in front. Top of the order due up for Washington in the top of the fifth as James Cross takes a fastball at the knees for strike 1 from Christian Zellner. His second chance at a shutdown inning as he misses low with the curveball. Jacob Kronberg here on the CWL YouTube, bringing you the United States Division Championship game of the 2023 CWL season. Zellner from the windup. 1-1, hit hard to second. Fielded cleanly by Kim. Throw to first, wide off the bag. Murrow makes the play and applies the tag. Paul Murrow has now saved a throw from each of his 3 fellow infielders. And Cross is retired to begin the 5th. 1 out, nobody on for Michael Buchino. It's a 5-3 lead for the Blue Sox. But the Chill, with the most recent runs, a couple of errors, forced a Little League 2-run homer in the home half of the 4th as Levi Wilson throws in the Chill pen. Buchino takes a curveball at the knees for strike 1. Zellner working quickly. His 0-1 pitch. Curveball in the dirt, now 1-1 to Buchino. A lot of action early in this matchup between the Blue Sox and the Chill. Zellner with his left foot far off the mound, right foot on the edge of it. His 1-1 fastball in the upper crust of the zone, called strike 2. Looking for his first scoreless inning since the second is Zellner. The 1-2 pitch. Bounced up the middle, charging is Kim. He gloves. Double clutches and throws to first in time to get Buchino for out number 2. Two-run ball game as we're approaching the late innings. Zellner trying to keep it there with 2 out and nobody on for Mitch Morales. Drove in a run with a sacrifice fly as a part of that 4-run third inning. Morales hit better than .360 this winter. That's the first pitch from Zellner. There's a fastball in there, strike 1 called. The left side of the infield plays Morales to pull. The outfield plays him to hit it the other way with Reed guarding the line and right, Pollock in the right center gap. Zellner kicks and goes, missing upstairs with the fastball. Count evens up at a ball and a strike. Morales, who played most recently in the United Shore Professional Baseball League. Good 1-1 curveball dances into the zone from Zellner, and he's ahead 1-2. Both prior innings in which Zellner put up zeros, they were 1-2-3 innings. He looks for that again here. Getting both Cross and Bucchino to bounce out. He's now ahead of Morales, a ball and 2 strikes. Mitch crowds the plate as Zellner wheels home, and the curveball hits Morales. The third Blue Sox to be hit by a pitch today. And it puts a man on for Alejandro Lara, whose 2-run double back in the third now sits as the difference in a 5-3 ball game. Lara, big, strong righty bat, who lines the first pitch out to right field. Reed started in. Now he slips. It's over his head. Morales around second, going for third. He's going to be waved around. Reed finally gets to the ball. Throws it in. Misses the cut. Morales scores. Lara to third. He overruns third. The throw in behind him is late. It's going to go in as an RBI triple for Alejandro Lara after JT Reed slipped in right field. And the Blue Sox once again answer offensively. They're back in front 6-3. Reed started in on that ball that continued to carry when it was hit right at him. When he tried to put the brakes on, he slipped. Ball went over his head, and it was an easy score from first for Morales. As Aaron Gex takes a fastball inside, ball 1. Zellner continues to work out of the windup as the 1-0 misses low, ball 2. It appears Levi Wilson is warm in the chill bullpen. The Blue Sox pen quiet. Zellner bouncing on the mound. Delivers home and misses. 3-0 the count to Aaron Gex. The left-handed hitting outfielder holds the bat out towards Zellner. Now settles parallel to the ground. 3-0, big swing from Gex, and he gets a piece of Cook on the foul ball. We saw Cole Brodnansky take a pretty nasty foul ball in the first game. That's the Manitoba catcher. Courtesy walk from Steve Bartelstein to take a new ball out to Zellner. Aaron Gex will check on Cook as well, who he's just down in the crouched position behind home plate. Bartelstein checking on him. As the two converse, Bartelstein gives him a pat on the back as Cook claims he is good to go. 6-3, Sox in front as Lara leads off third in foul territory. Zellner from the windup, his 3-1 pitch. Hit well out toward right field. JT Reed going back into the gap. Reed reaches up, and he makes the catch. A stride to hop up to the wall after, as Reed covers a lot of ground to make the play and put an end to the top of the 5th inning. Another big hit off the bat of Alejandro Lara. Drives in his 3rd run of the game, this time with a triple. And the Sox in front by 3 as we go to the home 5th. 3, 4, 5 in the order due up for the Chill, who trail 6-3 as we begin the home fifth. Jake Rybarski digs in against Jacob Roybal, who misses with a fastball down and out for ball one. The Chill plated 2 runs in the fourth and then surrendered 1 back in the top of the fifth as Rybarski swings over a curveball for strike 1. Right on right the matchup as the outfield plays deep against Rybarski. Roybal through the windup. 1-1, hopped out to short. 1 long hop for Bucchino. He gloves, throws from the back foot, and gets Rybarski by 2 steps for out number 1.
Bucchino goes, finally a routine ground ball right to me that I could easily make a traditional throw over to first base.
No sidearm throw on the run, no jump throw in the hole. Glove, a step, and a toss. Does the job here. As Rybarski's retired to lead off the inning. Brings up Jeffrey Pellegrino, who takes a curveball low for ball 1. Pellegrino yet to be retired. A single and a walk. Roybal out of the windup, misses in with the heater. 2-0 to Pellegrino. The Chill, who made their way here in dramatic fashion. A walk-off win in extra innings against the Power. As Pellegrino takes a fastball on the outer half for strike 1. They played the Power twice this year, and they walked him off both times. The first one was a Pellegrino bases-clearing double in the 7th to win 4-3. As the 2-1 misses low, 3-1 the count to Pellegrino. Then in the first round of the playoffs, we were tied at 1, went to extra innings. The Power scored 2 in the 8th. The Chill answered with 2 in the 8th. The Power scored 1 in the 9th, and the Chill would answer with 2 in the 9th on a Hyunwoo Kim walk-off single. Big swing from Pellegrino at the 3-1 fastball. He misses, and the count works full.
It wasn't the hardest hit walk-off from Kim that we've ever seen, but the bloop single got the job done, and we celebrate the same.
Payoff pitch from Roybal. Outside ball 4. And Pellegrino reaches for the 3rd time this afternoon.
Well, it started with a 1-out walk to A.J. Pollock last inning, and now the 1-out walk issued to Pellegrino. Let's see if the Palm Springs Chill can take advantage of the free pass.
It's the 5th walk issued by the Blue Sox. They've committed 4 errors. If you weren't here, you probably wouldn't believe me if I told you they were winning 6-3. Aaron Cook digs in, takes a fastball low for ball 1.
At some point, those things catch up to you. So the Blue Sox are going to need a cleaner last couple innings to get through and hold on to this 6-3 lead.
Well, they've got Michael Barker up in the bullpen. Roybal ready from the belt. His 1-0. Driven out toward right field, Aaron Gex going back. It's over his head, and he plays it on a hop. Gets it in very quickly. Holding Cook at first with a long single. Pellegrino goes first to third. And the Chill heating up offensively over these last couple of innings as they'll bring the tying run to the plate. Down 6-3. It's Jacob Vanderwall with runners on the corners and 1 out.
Aaron Cook made sure he wasn't going to hit into another double play. Yeah, driving that ball over the head of Aaron Gex.
And Aaron Cook shaken up. We saw him take a foul ball above the shoulders last inning, and now he's down in a crouched position at first. 6-3 Blue Sox lead in the bottom of the 5th. We'll take a break on the CWL YouTube. Aaron Cook is going to come out of the ball game. Phillip Rowe in to run. And with the tying run coming to the plate, Jimmy Johnson comes out of the dugout, and he's going to make a change on the mound. The afternoon is done for Jacob Roybal, and he'll signal for the lefty, Michael Barker. Coming into pitch with his team up 3, and the tying run at the plate after this on the CWL YouTube. Blue Sox manager Jimmy Johnson goes for the lefty. Out of the pen to face the left-handed hitting Jacob Vanderwall, who digs in as the tying run in the bottom of the 5th of a 6-3 ball game. Barker working from the first base side of the rubber out of the stretch, and he misses outside with a firm fastball for ball 1. Pellegrino off third, Rowe, the pinch runner, off of first. Letter high set for Barker. And the 1-0 fouled back and out of play. Michael Barker was outstanding this year. 20 innings on the mound and allowed just 2 earned runs. He struck out a whopping 37 hitters over those 20 innings, nearly 2 per frame, and he could use one of them now. His 1-1 pitch, pulled on the ground right side, through the hole for a base hit. Pellegrino in to score. Rowe stops at second, and it's an RBI single for Jacob Vanderwall, and it's a 2-run game once again. That run will be charged against Jacob Roybal, who is still on the hook for Rowe at second as well.
What a coincidence. Last inning started with a 1-out walk, and A.J. Pollock started the rally. And 1 inning later, Jeffrey Pellegrino was issued a 1-out walk, and that got the rally started again for the Palm Springs Chill.
Hyunwoo Kim digs in. 2 on, 1 out, and time called late at home plate, but granted. We've been mentioning it. The walks plus the errors start to pile up.
Yeah, we're bound to catch up to the Blue Sox at some point.
First pitch misses up and out from Barker, ball 1. Left on right the matchup now to last game's hero for the Chill, Hyunwoo Kim. Curveball slips and goes well upstairs. A jumping effort from Maldonado to catch it, and it's 2-0 to Kim. The second baseman, Morales, holding Rowe closely. Nobody holds on with Vanderwall at first. Barker, ready from the letters, he checks Rowe. 2-0 pitch. Popped up, foul, and out of play behind home plate.
Well, the Palm Springs Chill, they love to play in dramatic games. And we have another one here in the U.S. Division Championship game.
A tight one, 6-4. Blue Sox trying to hang on. Barker kicks and goes and finds the knees with a fastball. Evens the count up at 2 balls and 2 strikes. The tying run's on base, the go-ahead run at the plate here in the bottom of the 5th. The Chill have been the team of late-inning comebacks. 2-2 curveball outside, and Barker struggling to get a grip on that pitch so far. The 3-2 pitch upcoming to Hyun-Woo Kim. Barker checks the runners. His payoff pitch home. Skied high on the left side. The third baseman, Laura, coming in. They leave him alone, and he makes the catch for a big out number 2.
Well, that's exactly what Barker was looking for, struggling with command, and he's able to get Kim to get an infield fly rule with runners on first and second and only 1 away. Now 1 out away from limiting the damage to just 1 run for the Chill.
The outfield will back up as A.J. Pollock steps to the dish. Laura guarding against a double on the third base line. Morales, the second baseman, holds on Rowe. 2 on, 2 out, and Pollock calls time at home plate. A single in the second, a walk, and a run scored in the 4th for A.J. Pollock. Hands held high over the plate. The first pitch fastball from Barker runs low, ball 1. Throwback gets away, but not far enough for any of the runners to test the waters. As we've got some more stretching going on in the Blue Sox pen. (1-0) from Barker. Outside, ball 2. Levi Wilson continues to stay loose in the Chill pen.
All hands on deck in a must-win game for both of these teams.
Barker from the far first base side of the rubber. His 2-0 fastball. On the outside corner, strike 1 called. The wind blowing right to left. Some clouds cover the canyons. But directly above the field, we do see a blue sky. Long stare over at Rowe at second. The 2-1 in the dirt, gets past Maldonado, into the backstop it goes. Both runners advance into scoring position. And now a base hit can tie the game. You could, with a 3-1 count, put Pollock aboard and try and set up the force anywhere, but Paul Murrow on deck hit a ball 97 miles an hour off the bat last inning. So not generally someone you set up to face. Barker's pitch misses upstairs, gets away from Maldonado. Rowe coming home, he scores. No play at the plate. As Rowe scores on the wild pitch, making it a 1-run game. Vanderwall moves to third and Pollock aboard on the walk. Things beginning to spiral for the 4th-seeded Washington Blue Sox as the lead is a mere run, 6-5.
Well, we're getting set up for an exciting finish in the American Division Championship game.
Paul Murrow digs in. Tying run on third, go-ahead run on first. The first pitch from Barker is a fastball at the knees for strike 1. See if Pollock runs in the at-bat. It's a 6-5 game in favor of Washington. The 0-1 just misses off the plate, ball 1. Two runs home in the inning for the Chill. Pollock runs. Fastball swung on and missed. No throw from Maldonado. But I think they're going to call Murrow for interference, and the runner is out.
Huge call to end an inning.
Batter's interference on Murrow, getting in the throwing lane of Maldonado. And that's what kills the Chill rally. They do score 2. The Chill within a run. It's 6-5. Blue Sox leading as we go to the 6th on the CWL YouTube.
It's getting late as we start the top of the 6th inning. The Blue Sox holding on to a 6-5 lead. 6, 7, 8 hitters due up for the Blue Sox. Calvin Rucker at the plate. Smith and Bloat due up. Christian Zellner gets back to work. He works into the 6th inning for Palm Springs. 1-1 count to the number 6 hitter, Rucker. Gets hit by a pitch, and the leadoff man aboard for the Blue Sox here in the 6th.
That's the 4th hit batter by Christian Zellner, and I think that's going to be all for him.
We will have a pitching change, and we will step aside. We'll be right back here at Palm Springs Stadium. The new pitcher for Palm Springs will be Levi Wilson, who comes in to relief Christian Zellner. Wilson comes in with a 1-0 record and 3 saves. His ERA sitting at 3.57. He's pitched 15 and 2/3 innings with 17 strikeouts and 7 walks. He'll come in here with Rucker on first base, and he'll be facing the number 7 hitter in Malcolm Smith, who is 1 for 2 for the Blue Sox.
The Chill in desperate need of a 0 on the scoreboard. Their third chance at a shutdown inning.
6-5, the Blue Sox lead here in the 6th. Strike 1 called on the outside corner to Malcolm Smith. Wilson looks in. His throwing hand and the ball dangle. The glove just above the belt. He throws home, and that's high. 1 ball and 1 strike. Rucker, not a threat to run. But Paul Murrow, the first baseman, still holds him on to keep him close. The 1-1 gets past the catcher. And that's Jacob Vanderwall, who took over for Aaron Cook. Rucker advances to second base. Another runner in scoring position for the Blue Sox as the bottom of the lineup looks to capitalize. On deck is Killian Bloat, who had a towering home run over the left field wall his last time up. 2-1 on the outside corner to even up the count. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Nobody out. A runner on second base. The Blue Sox look to extend their 6-5 lead. The 2-2, up and in, ball 3, full counts to Malcolm Smith.
Look, if there's been a knock against Levi Wilson this year, it's been the command. You mentioned the 7 walks in 17 innings.
Wilson checks the runner, throws home. High fastball, gets a swing and a miss out of Malcolm Smith. A big first out here in the top of the 6th.
But he also does a lot of that. He's going to miss some barrels for sure, and that's a big-time strikeout, especially after the wild pitch.
Killian Bloat was hit by a pitch, and he came across to score in the 3rd inning. We have a quick mound visit between Wilson and Vanderwall. And then in the 4th, he hit a solo shot over the wall in left field. His first home run on the season. So he's going up there with confidence. He got his whole team energized after that. Rucker on second. First pitch into Bloat, way outside from Wilson. Nice stop from Vanderwall. Seen a lot of free passes in this game for both teams. Both batters being hit and walked. High fastball, gets a swing and a miss from Killian Bloat. The Blue Sox only with 3 hits. They have 6 runs. The Chill with 6 hits and 5 runs. Those 5 runs, they were able to take advantage of the 4 errors by the Blue Sox. 1-1 finds the outside corner at the knees. Strike 2. Wilson working from ahead. First pitch he shakes off from Vanderwall, but they are on the same page. The 1-2 slider. They say Bloat did not swing as Rucker heads to third base as that ball gets away from Vanderwall. A big insurance run for the Blue Sox, 90 feet away. The at-bat changes now for Killian Bloat with a runner on third base and only one out. The infield in for Palm Springs, all four infielders. Kim maybe even 2 steps in on the infield grass. The 2-2 fouled back. Bloat spoils that one.
He's going to make Wilson work hard. Because you're in a situation where you're looking for another swing and miss. You want the strikeout here. One is as close as you've been.
Wilson kicks and flicks the 2-2, and that breaking ball forces Bloat to duck out of the way, and a full count.
We've gone 5 straight half innings with runs. And not just like 1-run frames. We've seen 10 runs over the last 5 half innings.
Wilson gets ready on the 3-2. High fastball is what he goes to for a second straight strikeout. Now just 1 out away from keeping this a 6-5 ball game. He'll face the number 9 hitter now, Taylor Maldonado, who was hit by a pitch and scored back in the third, and he flew out to right in the fourth. Third time through the lineup for the Blue Sox. First pitch is outside to Maldonado. The leadoff man of the inning was Calvin Rucker. He was hit by a pitch. He made his way to third base on a couple of wild pitches. Fouled into the chill dugout, or near the chill dugout. Levi Wilson responded after hitting Rucker with 2 strikeouts to Malcolm Smith and Killian Bloat. And he got those punch-outs on high fastballs. Gets ready on the 1-1, and that breaking ball way inside. He doesn't really have the feel for that curveball at the moment.
It's similar to what we saw with Barker in the last half inning. 2 guys who rely a lot on their slider or curve, whatever breaking pitch they claim to call it, for strikeouts and for called strikes as well, and have not thrown many of them for strikes.
The 2-1, going back to the hard stuff in the fastball, Maldonado has a word for himself as he kicks the dirt a little bit on his way back to the batter's box, saying, I was so close to teeing that up and giving my team a 2-run lead late. So after a quick pep talk, he digs back in from the right side. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs in the top of the 6th. 6-5 Blue Sox lead. Maldonado spoils that pitch. That goes behind the stands, and we'll do it again. Two strikeouts this inning for Wilson. Looking for another. The 2-2 is flied out to right center field. A.J. Pollock settles under it. And Levi Wilson works through some traffic on the base path, but he puts up a 0 for his team. They're looking to either tie or take the lead in the bottom of the 6th, trailing 6-5. We are getting late. We are in the home half of the 6th inning. Michael Barker and the Blue Sox looking to hold it right where it is. 6-5. Top of the lineup, due up for the Chill, and Reed, Thompson, and Rybarski. First pitch from Barker. On the knees, strike one to JT Reed, who is 0 for 3 today. Fourth plate appearance here in the 6th. He's behind 0-2 now as Barker looks to have found his command here in the 6th. Shakes off Maldonado on the first sign he gives. They agree on the second. The 0-2, the fastball way outside. Reed has a line drive out, a fly ball out, and he reached on an error in the second. Awaits the 1-2 from Barker. Hit into right field. Aaron Gex started going forward, but then takes a few steps back to record the first out of the 6th.
We've seen a couple of guys in the outfield today. I misread some of those line drive fly balls and starting in a little early, and that one almost hurt Gex. Had to reach up big time to make that play.
Lefty on lefty matchup as Cale Thompson digs in. Big cut for strike one. Tying run at the plate, just in a one-run ball game. 4 outs to play with for the Palm Springs Chill. Pardon me, that's 5 outs. There's 1 away here in the bottom of the 6th. Top of the lineup looking for a spark. Cale Thompson looking for his first hit this afternoon. He's 0 for 3. He puts that into left field. Heading into second, the throw in, not in time. A 1-out double and the tying run aboard for the Palm Springs Chill.
They've proven it time and time again. You cannot sleep on the Chill late. They are going to battle until the very last strike. That is a hustle double right there. That ball got slowed up by some water on the field. And you've got a guy in Smith there who got to the ball pretty quickly. But Thompson thinking 2 out of the box, and that's what got him there.
Brings up the number 3 hitter, the third baseman, Jake Rybarski, who is 1 for 3 with a single back in the third. Swings at the first pitch and fouls it back into the netting. Palm Springs is out hitting Washington 7-3, but the Chill find themselves trailing 6-5. The tying run on second base after Thompson doubled. 1 away here in the bottom of the 6th. The 0-1, that curveball just outside. 1 ball and 1 strike.
So both teams have action in their bullpens. Fu Wan Chang throwing for the Chill. Roger Motley just getting loose for the Blue Sox.
Barker works from the stretch. The 1-1 home. Foul back into the netting once again. 1 ball and 2 strikes. As Michael Barker searches for a strikeout or some kind of unproductive out to keep Cale Thompson at second base. Barker's glove at his shoulder. It took him and Maldonado a few signs to get on the same page, so Rybarski called for time. Checks the runner, throws home. Just didn't break enough on that breaking ball, and that's upstairs. 2 balls and 2 strikes.
He's still not feeling that pitch as well as we've seen this year. But you got to throw in there because now you kind of mess with the time. You can go back to that fastball.
Rybarski swings and misses on the 2-2. A big strikeout for Michael Barker. 2 outs now in the bottom of the 6th. Tying run on second. Go-ahead run comes to the plate once again.
Could you handpick someone you'd rather have up in the CWL than Jeffrey Pellegrino right now? with what he's done in terms of late inning heroics?
You surely can't. First pitch is way outside to Pellegrino, who has yet to be retired in this ball game. Only 1 for 1. He does have a couple walks and a single back in the first. He has scored 1 run for the Chill. Takes just below the knees. He's ahead, 2 balls and no strikes. Pellegrino was hitting .333 during the regular season, 13 for 39. He had 9 RBIs that led the Palm Springs Chill team. He's way ahead, 3-0. Do you think maybe they're pitching around him without giving him an intentional walk, or you think Barker's command just isn't there for him?
I would be weary of throwing a strike to Jeffrey Pellegrino. He's just that guy when you look up and down the lineup, and not that everyone can't produce. But the track record. Pellegrino has had success in these high-leverage situations. He's been the top RBI guy for Stan Clyburn all year. But the other side of it is, do you really want to put the go-ahead run on base on a free pass?
Quick meeting between Maldonado, Barker, and manager Jimmy J.J. Johnson. We don't usually see mound visits during an at-bat, but perhaps J.J. Johnson told Barker to walk Pellegrino behind 3-0 rather than giving him a challenge pitch. No green light for Pellegrino. He takes a 4-pitch walk. So the tying run on second in scoring position and the go-ahead run now on first base for Philip Rowe, who came in the game to replace Aaron Cook.
Cook's a big bat to be missing out of your lineup. Had the game tying double just ahead of the Kim walk-off in the semifinal.
Biggest at-bat of the season for Philip Rowe. That's fouled back. 2 away here in the bottom of the 6th. Championship game on the line. The winner of this game will be playing the Manitoba North Stars, the underdogs of the CWL playoffs, tomorrow at 12 o'clock. 9-inning game for the championship game. The 0-1 on the outside corner. Rowe didn't like that call. Barker, 1 strike away from escaping this inning with the lead. Rowe awaits the 0-2. Makes contact and hit towards the right side into the bullpen of the Blue Sox. Good effort by Calvin Rucker, the first baseman, but no play in foul territory.
Just got to keep fighting and try and put something in play. We've already seen 4 errors by the Blue Sox defensively.
Barker, a strikeout machine, looks in the 0-2 count. Rowe barely gets a piece of it, and it stays fair. Maldonado runs down the line a little bit and flips it over to Calvin Rucker. A 0 put on the board by Michael Barker. We head to the top of the 7th. The Blue Sox looking for an insurance run as they lead 6-5. Fu Wan Chang, looking to keep the game right where it is for the Palm Springs Chill. He'll be facing the top of the lineup for the Blue Sox as they look for an insurance run here in the top of the 7th with a 6-5 lead. James Cross takes outside on the fastball. Ball 1. Cross is 0 for 3 this afternoon, looking for his first hit here in the 7th, trying to get a leadoff hitter on for the Blue Sox. Chang working from the windup, righty on lefty matchup. Fouled back into the netting by James Cross. The Blue Sox had a big third inning when they scored 4 runs. They responded right away after the Chill took a 1-0 lead in the second. 2-1 is low. Cross way ahead. 3 balls and 1 strike in a hitter's count. The Blue Sox tacked on 1 more run in the 4th. Chill responded with 2 in the 4th, and then 1 more run in the 5th by the Blue Sox. This ball is hit deep into right center field. J.T. Reed able to get under it for a loud out number 1. The Chill responded in the 5th inning with 2 more runs to bring it within 1 run, and then zeros put up on the board in the 6th. So where we stand right now, 6-5, the Blue Sox holding on for the moment. 1 out. Strike 1 on the outside corner to Michael Bucchino. He's 1 for 3, and his 1 hit was a big one back in the 3rd. He takes outside for ball 1. It was an RBI single. That was a part of their 4-run 3rd inning. 1-1 on the upper crust of the strike zone. Strike 2. Fouled right into the Blue Sox dugout, knocking someone over, but everyone seems to be okay.
Killian Bloat's a ball magnet. Already got hit on the wrist. Being knocked off his feet there.
Chang works from the first base side of the rubber, gets a swing and a miss. 2 up and 2 down for Fu Wan Chang. Looking to keep the game right where it's at, 6-5. The Chill with 2 walk-offs this season, 1 coming in the playoffs. They're looking to do it in dramatic fashion once again here in the United States Division Championship game. Mitch Morales will bat with nobody on and 2 away here in the top of the 7th. Beautiful breaking ball by Fu Wan Chang. Strike 1. Only 3 hits for the Blue Sox, but they lead 6-5. That's way outside for ball 1. One of the only few times in this game where a ball gets past the catcher and it doesn't matter. We've had a lot of base runners for both teams. Chang gets ready. The 1-1 off the end of the bat, fouled. 1 ball and 2 strikes.
Chang does a really nice job of mixing up his tempos on the mound and at the same time throwing a variety of pitches to kind of mess with the timing of all these hitters.
Chang gets ready, the 1-2, and that's way upstairs of the fastball. Morales had a sacrifice fly back in the third. That came with the bases loaded. 2-2, swung on and hit to the shortstop Thompson, who gloves it, throws it over a one-hopper, and another throw dug out by Paul Murrow, his third of the game. We head to the last of the 7th inning. The Chill looking for another miraculous comeback. We'll be right back. We head to the bottom of the 7th inning, 6-5, the Blue Sox. Bottom half of the lineup due up for the Palm Springs Chill. 6, 7, 8 hitters, Vanderwall, Kim, and Pollock. First pitch swinging is Vanderwall, and that's fouled out of play. Michael Barker looking to record the save and send his Blue Sox team to the championship game tomorrow against the Manitoba North Stars. The Chill have walked off twice this season. Both of those came against the Palm Springs Power. High fastball. Vanderwall ducks out of the way. 1 ball and 1 strike. Vanderwall hit 200 during the regular season, 6 for 30. Looking to do anything possible to get on, representing the tying run. The 1-1 hit down the third base line, but bending foul.
Just off the end of the bat of Vanderwall. Thought for a second that was going to touchdown in fair play, but really hit that off the knob.
Lefty on lefty matchup. Vanderwall waits the 1-2 from Barker. Way upstairs. 2 balls and 2 strikes.
I know Barker hasn't given up a run, really. Like, he's only given up the 1 run, but he hasn't had the stuff we've seen from Michael Barker this year. Utter dominance in the regular season.
Barker looks to dig a little bit deeper and give the Blue Sox everything he has. As he looks for the last 3 outs. Now full count to the leadoff man here in the 7th.
He told Jimmy Johnson, I'll give you as many innings as you need out of me.
That manager likes to hear that from one of your best pitchers. The 3-2. Upstairs, ball for the leadoff man, reaches for Palm Springs, the tying run on first base. Now the go-ahead run, or the winning run, I should say, in Hin-Woo Kim steps in. We can't have a Chill game and it not be dramatic.
No, not at all. And they're going to get something stirring in the bullpen of the Blue Sox. Looks like Alexander Ford.
Nobody out here in the bottom of the 7th. Kim ahead 1-0.
They have Ford, Orr, and Davis down there, I think, in terms of arms available today.
Barker back in the stretch. Checks the runner, throws home. Hits the outside corner for strike one. Out of the 2 walk-offs that the Palm Springs Chill have this season, Kim was responsible for one of them, and the most recent one in the playoffs against the Palm Springs Power. The 1-1, foul just to the right of us. Heads up, line drive coming into the stands.
I'm disappointed I didn't at least see the arms of our public address announcer, Evan Schmeiser, reaching out there.
Kim awaits the 1-2. Up and away. 2 balls and 2 strikes. On deck, the number 8 hitter, center fielder, A.J. Pollock, who has yet to be retired. Dramatic ending to the American Championship. Barker looks in. The runner goes, and that's outside. The throw down, not in time. The tying run in scoring position for the Palm Springs Chill.
Never a dull moment with Stan Clyburn's bunch. Aggressive still in the final inning.
3-2, Kim fouls it off, spoils another one from Michael Barker, and will do it again. It hasn't been a great game for Washington. A bunch of walks, 4 errors, but they're holding on to a 6-5 lead. Still searching for 3 outs here in the bottom of the 7th. Tying run on second base. Kim takes ball 4 outside. The tying run on second. The go-ahead run now aboard on first base. A.J. Pollock will bat with nobody out and 2 on, trying to send his team to the CWL championship against Manitoba tomorrow afternoon.
Infield's going to guard the bunt here. Haven't seen really any sack bunts.
First pitch swinging, foul down the third base line. Pollock walked in both the 4th and the 5th innings. He singled in the 2nd. He's 1 for 1. Looking for a big one here. Barker checks the runner at second, and Vanderwall throws home, and that's low and outside. 1 ball and 1 strike to the number 8 hitter, A.J. Pollock. Barker kicks and flicks, fouled into the netting.
Those of you who may have heard a round of applause back at home, don't worry, you didn't miss any action. We just had a little fan run back in with yet another foul ball. It's been chasing him all day long. And the crowd has taken notice.
Time is called by A.J. Pollock.
Tongue on the roof of your mouth.
1-2, outside to Pollock. Evens up the count. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 runners on. Dramatic finish here in the United States Division Championship game. So much on the line. 2-2 is outside from Barker. The count is full. Tying run on second, go-ahead run on first.
I'd be surprised to see the guys go in motion. You don't want to strike him out, throw him out here.
Barker looks back, delivers the 3-2, swung on and missed. A big strikeout for Michael Barker. Now the Blue Sox just one ground ball away from escaping this. Brings up the first baseman, Paul Murrow, whose last time up hit a Little League home run, but in the box score, it'll go down as a single. First pitch, in around the knees from Barker, strike one. Who's trying to work ahead in the count. The leadoff, speedy JT Reed stands in the on-deck circle. But all the attention right now on Murrow. Swings and fouls it back into Sunrise Park behind us. 0-2 for the strikeout machine, Michael Barker. But Barker hasn't had his A stuff. He's looking to dig a little deeper and get 2 more outs before the Chill can get 2 runs. And that would send his team to the championship tomorrow. Barker in the stretch on the first base side of the rubber. Gets a swing and a miss. 2 consecutive strikeouts. Well, things couldn't get more exciting than this, Jacob. The leadoff man at the plate and JT Reed. The tying run on second base. The go-ahead run on first base. Down to their final out.
Parker's bearing down. It's going to force Reed to hit from the right side.
First pitch into Reed. Just outside, ball 1. No one holding on. Vanderwall at second. Playing for the last out. Is hit into center field. Going back on it is Killian Blow, and that will send the Washington Blue Sox to the California Winter League Championship. They have a date with the Manitoba North Stars tomorrow afternoon. First pitch at 12 o'clock. It's going to be a 9-inning game. The Blue Sox able to work around 4 errors. Backed by Javier Lopez, who started. Roybal came in to relieve Lopez. And Barker finished it out for the Blue Sox. They escape this one and will have a shot at winning it all tomorrow afternoon. Thank you so much for joining us. I'm Joey Senna, and for my partner, Jacob Kronberg, we wish you a great rest of your Saturday afternoon.